Okay, welcome back to Rasputin Gaming's early access gameplay for Solastra, Crown of the Magister. At this point, we're looking to get to the next level. We've defeated a bunch of the monsters in the beginning section here of the Dark Keep where we're at, and now what we need to do is find out how to get up further into the Dark Castle. Um, so that's what we're looking around for. It looks like there's one thing here we have not um, searched, so we will search this and see if that yields anything that can get us through the locked door. And I think this book is something we already grabbed, but we will give it a try after we search the bed. Nothing there. Okay. So let's try and see what this book will yield for us. So it's just the name of a book. So right now we're pretty well stymied on how to advance here. Um, I have not found the way in yet, but we will take a look and see what we can find. We can't talk to this lady yet either, unfortunately. Nor can we seemingly attack any of these creatures. Maybe we can force attack them. Um, let's give this door one more try. Every time we've tried it before, it's been locked. It says with no way to unlock it. So I'm guessing there's a key or something. Ah, we found the secret button right here, right next to the gate. So, a simple trigger that had tripped us up for a little bit there. So now we can move forward on with our gameplay, going deeper into the Dark Castle. Let's go into cautious mode. We're likely to get seen here in a second. Let's pick out our rogue and have him move and see what we can find in this area. We see some steps going through this door maybe over here. There's another ghoul. So we can go up. So here's some more of the mana orbs. That might be something we need to um, fire up with some magic spells. Let's see if we can move over here stealthily and see what else is in the area. So far, just 2 ghouls, 3 ghouls, 4. It's not seemingly more than we can handle. Some treasure. So let's put our rogue over here on the high ground. While he's doing that, we'll grab everybody else, which you can do like most of these RPG kind of games, where it's a classic kind of a setup. You can Click and hold to grab as many of your party as you would like to, um, which we're going to do in this case. We're going to move them, and then we're going to attack these guys, hopefully from stealth. We're going to pause quickly so I can do that. So let's see how the initiative rolls work. We're in pretty good shape. We got off the first shot. So we got him damaged. We will put Shield of Faith on ourselves, like we do in most of these battles. We're going to be fighting these guys face to face, and there's nothing lit around here, so we're going to go ahead and cast this Firebolt spell. You can see on the left side there, we're stealthy, so we have advantage, and he's unlit, so we have disadvantage, so it equals out. There we go, nice, 10 points of damage. And neither one of these work for us, so we'll just end our turn right here. Surprise ends for all them. And now my rogue. So there we go, we kill one. Nice. Because we get the extra damage from our skills that we picked for earlier when we chose to be give ourselves advantage from when we were above other mobs when we were at range, and we will ready melee attack. Oh, and look, there's a couple more ghouls, so two more that I didn't expect. We should probably expect to see them come up over the top here. Now we're at disadvantage because it's unlit. Let me see. Okay, that'll help us. And then we'll ready cantrip. And we'll try and fight from the back here where we have a chance. So my mage has a torch. What we need to do is see if we can find another. There doesn't seem to be another torch within lighting distance, which is unfortunate. There's something to examine there. That's not going to help us. There's something else to examine. That doesn't help us. So we'll go ahead and cast the light spell, as we usually do. And we will move up behind our paladin, hopefully using her as protection. Ghoul is unlit, so we are at disadvantage. So we will move down here, and then we will. I'd like to ready a range attack. It'll probably shoot off before I'm ready. I'd prefer them not to shoot until it got into range or into light. There we go. We killed two. And as I suspected, these will be coming up over the top here. Failed on the deck save, so you can see we did 5 radiant damage for our Sacred Flame. Nice, so we've got him hurting already. Now why it's saying the ghoul is unlit, I don't know. I have a light source right here. That is disconcerting to say the least. We still hit, but I'm going to probably have to move my mage maybe to light this direction, not sure. So there was 3 ghouls in total over there. So 6, 7 of them. We're going to stay in the light here. We have the torch lit. We will ready a cantrip attack. I will move my mage. We'll put up the shield. Hopefully this lights him. Now he's lit. So and let's cast an acid splash on him. So that's part of the game here, which is unfortunate. It should show you, it would be nice if it showed you lit from unlit or dimly lit squares, so you had some idea of what would happen if you move forward. Similar to like XCOM, it'll tell you when your defensive position is better when where line of sights exist. So here you can see it gives you up line of sight when you can see creatures, but it'd be nice if it would tell you where the squares are that are going to be lit and unlit, since it matters quite heavily to how the game is played. We'll attack again from the height. That'll give us damage, extra damage if we hit. Looks like we did, and we killed him. So again, a position we'll want to keep for as long as possible, which is over now. They've got to us. Yeah, seriously, we missed. So our rogue, we're going to have to disengage from this mess that's coming and see if we can't find a better spot. Oh, I made the deck save, unfortunate. Again, with the acid splash, we can attack 2 creatures if they're adjacent. If they're not adjacent, then we can only attack 1. You saw another 1 roll right here. Rolls 1 plus 2. A lot of 1s in this game. A lot more than 20s for sure. So not sure how the RNG is really working. So we're going to disengage so that we can move. And then for cunning action, we will use a dash because I want to try and get into a position where I'm elevated over here and can attack from an elevated position over here. Again, for the extra damage, Ghoul's got a lot of movement. You just might be. We're throwing down a lot of damage on these Ghouls. So a couple things are important to take advantage of in combat in this game. The lighting is a big deal. as is stealth. There's a big miss. Certainly we can. That was absolutely horrid. So now we got creatures, oops, together. So what do we want? Now we want to get some acid splashing in, which we can do. Two creatures at once. It looks like they both save. Unfortunate. And we get a hit instead. So we'll have to disengage again. We'll head this way. Next, we're going to use a cunning action to dash, and we'll get up here to give us some range on enemies, some advantage on that for damage. There's a hit, and we made a con save, but still 7 points of damage is significant. So Skull has 4 points left. If we get good with an acid splash, we might kill him, so we're going to try and just damage this one. There we go. Try and make all my damage points count best that we can. Yeah, figured that was coming. So he moved around in front of my mage, which is kind of unfortunate. There we go, my cleric with a good strike on that one. And we'll end our turn. There's nothing we can really do at this point with them. And we'll get back to our acid splash on these two. Hopefully we do enough damage to this one to kill him. Oh, he saves again. Unfortunate, but as we said in this game, RNG is kind of rough, so you're just going to have to make the best of it that you can. We have a clean line of sight over here. You can see he's lit. We don't have disadvantage from darkness. So we'll just go ahead and attack. And nice, we kill him. You can see quite a bit of damage here, which is good for us. And bad for them. So we might be able to kill this guy with this shot. Did not. Definitely our acid splash will when we get around to that again. They're doing a fair amount of damage to us. See failure on that. We're already down to 14 out of our 40 points. That's not good. I thought there was a couple other ones over here, but I don't see that they have followed. Oh, they ran over to here. So we will move up to attack here. Tried to split their forces up to help us out a little bit. I killed one. Now we'll cast a healing spell on the pally. Can't let her get too damaged. Nice. 10 points of healing. We'll end the turn. We'll try acid splash. Hopefully I don't save for a third time. And we kill him. It did not save. And we killed him with 6. So that was good. So now it allows my paladin to attack the ghoul over here, which is what we were really after. So our rogue with the bullet time zoom in and 15 points, so that's pretty good. Only leaving with 7, so he'll probably get killed this turn. So we didn't save, you can see. So my paladin is paralyzed for the moment. I'll have the cleric come around and smack this guy. Oh, critical hit with a 20. So there we go. All right, so let's grab everybody and do a little searching in this room. Let's go back into cautious mode. We know there's something over here we can... Oh, there's a torch I was looking for before, which is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and light that. And one here. So it said items we can examine were actually items we could lit. It was unfortunate that it changed the tooltip because I might have tried to light those instead of setting up a defensive position where I did. Um, but such is life, that's where it is, the way it is. Let's have our rogue move across here and see what else we can see. So it looks like this one was probably made so you could like one at a time climb guys through here till you can get into some position of advantage. Here's another one. We'll light all the torches around here if we can. We'll have to climb over and jump down. Hopefully there's no traps, which I don't expect in this area. Um, so it would have been better off to have the rogue do this, but um, there we go. Now we'll bring everybody into this area. We see there's a chest there, and you can see on the left-hand side above my paladin's portrait, click to try to pick the lock on this chest. So we're going to have to make sure that we use the rogue for this. We'll highlight him. First, when he gets over here, I want to see if there's a trap at all. So let's move over here closer and see if it's trapped. It does not seem to be, which is good for us. So we will try to unlock. Probably should have saved right there in case we can't. We did get it. Some cash, we will take that. There doesn't seem to be anything else of interest in this area. There's a door right there that's blocked on both sides. So let's come over to, whoops, to the other side. Let's grab everybody and have them do it, not just the rogue. They will all go their different ways. Again, one of the things you have to worry about is pathing in this game. We found out earlier I just meant to open a door and it sent my people up and over and into a battle we were not expecting to have to fight. I knew it was there and I was trying to avoid it. We'll light that one, light this one. So none of these doors we can open into these cells. So continue to have my cleric light all the torches in this area to help us out. Stuff on the other side, but we will worry about where we are first rather than where we aren't. We can go up and over into here, but first let's go up to where the rogue was at when we started in this room and bring everybody up here. And then we'll send everybody over here to check the loot. Okay, so we've found some ingredients, so we'll just grab all those for our crafting. We haven't delved too deep into the crafting in this game, but there is some. We haven't found the opportunity to use a lot of the items we could craft. Um, they're mostly in the potion slot. Unfortunately, to cast spells for my mage, we have to have in that particular slot our spell components, so we can't even really put a scroll there unless we were completely out of spells, then we would do that. So it's not going to let us target with that spell. Let's see if we can find a different spell we can attack with. Sacred Flame. Well, it's not letting us target these. Normally you can target these mana orbs. Let's see, not the ones on the other side either. So that's interesting that they're here, but we can't trigger them. So let's continue to search this room, see what else we can find. Send everybody. Again, some more locked off areas for us. That looks like where we need to go. Let's see if we can have the rogue get up here. Yes, he can climb. And we found some loot. Nice. Let's see what we get out of this. Some torches, a bunch of arrows. Good, he can use remarkable arrows. Remarkably light and sharp. It may be magical, so we probably have to do an identify on this to figure out what these are. But you can see they are quite valuable as compared to the regular arrows. And then we also have some crossbow bolts. So well, we'll just have to loot it all. We're not close enough together to share the loot. Um, let's do a save right here. And then let's see if we can pick the lock on this. Oh, a 20 critical success. What do we have in here? A bunch of gems, some money, scroll of identify. Might be useful right now. Magnificent dagger. Nice. With +1 attack bonus and damage bonus. So that's something we'll want to put over here in this slot for him. And then a regular short bow. So let's go ahead and equip that. And you can see it takes the equipped weapon and drops it right in our inventory, not back into the item we're looting. All right, so let's see now if we can go ahead and use that scroll of identify. We cannot, so we'll need the mage to do that, and we'll move the arrows to him, and we will see what we can find out about that those um, magic arrows, or supposedly magic arrows. We don't know yet till we try and find out. Let's get the rest of the party on the move here, see what we can find. Not much up here, but on this side, which is where we're actually going to have to end up, we can get through. So let's do that, send everybody back around the other way. Not sure why you guys aren't getting desktop audio. We're going to have to try and fix that for you. So not sure there's anything else to find up in this area, but we will take a quick look. Nope. And this doorway is blocked. Looks like we might be able to climb over here. But not sure if we can or not. Go ahead and light this other torch while we're at it. So let's just grab everybody and click on the other side over here and see if it'll let us come over. No path. So maybe we have to wind our way around. All right, we're all together, so let's go ahead and open the door. See what we find here. Looks like an area to jump across. And then we can go this way as well. So let's see what we can find in here. Nothing to look at or to find out about, so we're going to have to jump across. So let's see if we can go ahead and do that. We'll send our paladin to loot the chamber, or the container. Nice, some more loot. So yeah, with cat-like tread, that's us walking around here. So we won't go through this yet till we do some more searching. Yeah, I found out what was holding up the game audio, so I fixed that. Apologies that it took me 2 episodes to do that, but we're fixed now. Is that above us or below us that's lighting up? So it's something below us that's lighting up, so we can't actually see it in this room. So before we go on, like the explorer I am, we will explore some more. And I'd like to click real far ahead, but in lieu of there might be traps. Okay, I hope nobody's getting seasick from me spinning the game view around like that. But we'll continue to see what we might be able to find in here. See if we can get to the other side of this area. Yes, we can. What? Some ghouls we did not see for some reason. That's unfortunate, but such that it is. Let's go ahead. Oh, we got one guy right in front of us. Probably die quickly, so let's go ahead. Use our acid splash at range. Nice. Fail. Not sure how we got all the way through here and didn't see them, but maybe they came out of these piles. Again, we'll cast a shield, keep them from hitting us. We're not in the best position to focus fire one of these guys down. That would be in our best interest, which would be on this side where the mage is. We're going to have a little bit of trouble on this side. So I might have to unload some bigger spells. I'm already out of my insta-cast spells. So we'll have to do what we can with what we have in front of us. So this is going to be a little bit tricky. There's a hit with a save though, but my mage is in trouble already. We can attack one. So let's see if we can blind these guys. 2 saved. The other 4 did not, so that worked for us. Unfortunately, the 2 that can see are the one next to the mage, so we're gonna have a little bit of an issue. Let's see if our rogue can kill one.
Well struck.
Close, but no banana. Left him with 3 points. Go down in a blaze of glory here. Fire off some magic missiles and see how these work. Well, it killed one and we damaged one enough that if we can get an attack on him, we can kill him. Unfortunately, if I move, that gives him an opportunity attack, which I don't want to do at this point. Hopefully these blinded ones with their opportunity attacks won't hit anybody. Oh, we missed. Unfortunate. Wow. I'm gonna have to burn a level 2 spell slot to throw the shield up, otherwise I'm gonna be dead. That's not good. Blinding came off 1, you saw right there. Didn't matter, I didn't save anyways. Now I'm down. You can see paralyzed, prone position, and dying, so I have to stabilize, which hopefully we have time to do.
Good.
All right, their turn. We'll see how this continues to play out. Damage one that's blind. We can move across. Let's move over here and see if we can kill this one. It wasn't an opportunity attack because I'm still in effect adjacent to this one over here. So luckily with the disadvantage caused them to miss, otherwise they would have hit. So that's 1 turn on my mage. So what we'll do is we'll cast the Spare the Dying spell on him, rather than attacking this turn. So if somebody heals him, he can get back into the battle. Unfortunately, I'm out of healing spells.
Shake it off.
So it's saying unlit, so we're at disadvantage there. We can have not be at disadvantage here, so that's what we'll do. He's going for the focus down if we can. In D&D 5e rules, it's better to eliminate the number of attacks that can happen to you rather than weaken everybody and try and get them all at once. We're probably to a point now where I can attempt to heal my mage and get him back in the battle. So you can see he's in a stabilized condition, so we'll have to try and bring him back. I do have an aid which gives temporary boost to hit points, which would at least get him up for the moment. But I think I'd rather have my paladin try and bring him back. So we will attack. Disadvantage. Oh, another one. Surprise, surprise. Healing scroll. I might have one. I'm not sure I have it on the cleric, but we can take a look. So we might only be good for us. So let's check inventory and see what we have over here. No healing scrolls. So let's see if we can use this. We can heal somebody else with it. There we go. 8 points with the healing potion. Nice. Thank you, Dr. Brain Damage.
You can take it.
And then he got clobbered again. He's got 1 point left. Our mage is not having a good time of this. So this one is disadvantage attacking, this one is not, so we will attack here. It's not good.
Stay with us.
Critical hit by them. So let's disengage so we're not in the middle of this and jump over here.
You've seen worse.
At least we're saving from the paralysis. Don't know if moving there does away with the disadvantage or not. But what we'll do is we could cast a light spell and move closer, but I'm not wanting to do that at this point. Disadvantage everywhere. This is going to be tough. Oh, we got a hit despite the disadvantage. Oh, one from them. So they get a critical hit. They also can get a severe miss. Really what we need to do is probably get the rogue behind, so we're striking from behind. That gives us sneak attack damage, so we get double the damage. So now back around to my mage. So we will cast the light spell.
Let there be light!
And we'll move closer. Hopefully that helps get the disadvantage off. What it did was help them. Now, paralyze my cleric. Not good. Disadvantage over there. Not disadvantage here, so we will strike at the one that's not disadvantaged. Another one. This should be a kill. Yes.
Nobody has your skills. Bravo.
And then we will move in. I'm out of spell slots here, so let's try some acid splash. We can get one. So diagonal is not considered adjacent for acid splash. And they save, but we will try to move closer to get some light on everybody.
Run while you can.
Left him with one. Could it be any more unfortunate? Left him with 3. So not quite enough damage every single time to kill anybody, but we're getting a bunch of damage in. This should be a kill right here. Yes.
Impressive move, my friend.
And we'll go ahead and move around behind. And we'll just move closer to make sure things are lit. Acid splash and see how that works. They saved. Surprise, surprise.
You can't win.
So 300 XP for that. It's not too bad. We need to recover spell slots and things. So what we're likely to do is we'll see if it'll allow us to take a short rest right here. Let me go into cautious mode. And we're gonna need to roll on a lot of people to get some healing done on this short rest. So we can roll up to 4 dice. So we'll roll 1, 2, 3 of them. We'll save 1. And again here for the cleric, we'll roll a couple of times. I want to save a couple of the rolls in case we need them. For the mage, if I take the last 6, that would be 19. We don't quite need that. And we'll also recover some slots. So that was nice. We got some level 2 slots, which is where our magic missiles are. So everything nice and recovered there. It'd be nice if we could find a long rest spot. Also at this point, I think it's worthwhile to save the game, which we'll do. And we're back in cautious mode. Well, not for everybody. So let's select everybody, pick cautious mode, and then we'll move forward. Single file line here. See what else we can find. We know that the green area is on the other side. That will get us out of this area. But there's no reason not to look at everything we can in this area. So it looks like we can loot both bookcases. We will do that. See what we can find. Oh, leather armor of survival. That's a nice crafting recipe. Scroll to raise dead. I guess if our mage had died, this would be good for that. And a mirror. So let's go over here and loot this one and see what we can find over here as well. Breastplated. So it looks like we're finding some good stuff we can craft. And another scroll of revivify. So we can, using the climbing mechanic, we can get up here to look at this table. We'll just come up here and see if there's any kind of traps or anything. What else is over here that's hidden by the fog of war? Here we go. Nice. Okay. So there's a box underneath. It just says click to loot the container. So that's what we will do. We don't have to unlock anything. We'll see what we find in here. Some crafting ingredients, an unidentified potion, and a scroll of protection from evil. So let's check inventory, see if we can find if we have a scroll of identification. It's one of the spells I know, but I haven't put it in my ready slots. So I can't actually cast it at this point. But if we have the scroll, we will give it to the mage and we will see if we can identify a potion. There we go. So let's give that to the mage. Let's see what else we have here. A scroll of Bane. That should be a cleric spell if I'm not mistaken. So I'll probably have to transfer that potion over here. Or should we check the arrows? There's something we probably use more often. Crossbow bolts, we need to give those over to our cleric. So she has more ammunition. Let's see if we can find those. There's the remarkable arrows. So let's give them to the mage. Only one. I thought there was more than one remarkable arrow. Let's check. Nope, looks like just one. Kind of hate to waste a spell on this, but this is early access, so let's see what we can find. So where is the scroll? Is it? I thought we gave him the scroll of identify, but I don't see it in here. Not there. Not there. Not sure where it went now. That's unfortunate. Not sure where that scroll went. So let's maybe just go back into the inventory and see if somehow we just have a blip. Yeah, so this is now 1. Pretty sure it was 10, and the scroll went missing. And they didn't go into the ground or the box. So that whole sequence is unfortunate. So what we can do real quick is, because we were smart enough to make a save, we'll load that last save back up and see if we can redo that and find out what those arrows are and if we can somehow manage to keep the scroll without it disappearing. And we try the scroll mechanic and see how that works for us. It's unfortunate that there's not more use item slots. So everybody's healed up and everything. So let's see if we can do the inventory change again. Let's go to, yeah, so there were 10 remarkable arrows. And the crossbow bolts, we will grab all of them and give them, and we will grab all of the arrows Still says 10. Let's drop them over here and see. And it only is giving us credit for 1. So I'm not sure why that happens. Why we're losing track of that. And there's the scroll of identify as well. So let's try move it over. And there it is. So we will cast this. Nothing more found on the arrow. Okay. That's a big waste. Not sure why all that happened that way. It's kind of unfortunate in and of itself. So, because I don't want to lose a magic item, we'll reload this and we won't identify it till we get back to Cairkiflin. So let's do that. Anyways, so it looks like there is some bugs still in this early access gameplay. I'll note it and send it off to the developers if that's what's happening, that somehow we're missing some inventory items when they move. We'll see if they take note of that later on. Let's grab everybody and send them over like we did the first time. We'll loot these 2 bookshelves again. Here we go. And then we will go back up here and then we will loot the little box. And then we will find out if we can, I'll try and get into the crafting menu and see if we have enough supplies to craft any of the 2 new armors that we can, and see if that can happen while we're in here. Generally, it's something that happens while you're traveling. So we got the unidentified potion right there. So we can't get over this wall. There's nothing to go through over here. So now we'll have to head off to the green area. We did all of our exploring over here that we can do. So let's have everybody start meandering back as we go. Hopefully we don't get jumped by ghouls again. Hopefully these piles only have 1 set of monsters to deal with. And it looks to be the case because we're moving through here pretty well. It looks like there's lots of stuff in this next room to take a look at. We'll wait for everybody to get up here. We will do a save again at this point. And let me go into crafting. You can see right up here, character proficiencies, crafting, and then paladin spells. And see if we can craft. It doesn't look like I have the skill set on any of my guys. Okay, so that being that, let's move on forward through this area. So before I go too far in, we'll just go in and then see what happens. Yes, kind of figured this would be a point. We're at Ashka's lair.
Lazaria's taste in minions seems to be improving.
We're no one's minions, lady.
You defeated her then? I'm almost impressed.
Nice insight roll. So now we have the odds as you saw before. So we could offer blood if we want with a deception check of +3, so that's a 20% chance of success. We can step away with a 40% chance. We could try and convince her we want to talk to Mardrocht with a 20%, or we can just jump into a battle. So let's just say why we're here and we want to talk to Mardrocht. It's only a 20% chance of success, so we're probably going to get into this battle anyways. But let's see what happens. Maybe we make this roll anyways.
We ask a simple boon, an audience with Master Mardrocht and safe passage out of the castle. We believe your master knows about a powerful ancient artifact. We need his knowledge.
Yeah, we're going to make that
Let me think.
a 2.
Kill them! Kill them all!
So let's see what we're in for here in the way of a battle. There she is. We haven't rolled initiative, and maybe that's because we're still in sneak mode. There's an unknown creature over here, unknown creature over there. Plus the vampire we're probably going to have to face. Now I'm not sure what the under her life bar, the extra embellishment means. Maybe it's a tougher creature or creature too hard to fight. She's challenge level 8 deadly, so probably going to kick our ass. 110 hit points. That's going to be tough. These unknown creatures, we don't know anything about them. But we can get the first shot off. I'm just not sure how this is going to work. Let's start with the mage. Unfortunately, I don't have these spells, but we'll try this acid arrow and see if that works. Brood of blood, yeah, so we're dealing with a bunch of vampire types, and you can see they all have all kinds of hit points, so we are about to get our behinds kicked. So missing that roll early on was put us in a bad way here. We do have surprise. We will try to turn undead if we can. So let's move forward in here. I'm not sure I got any really good spells here that'll work. We're more than 6 away. So let's summon a spiritual weapon. Let's see where we can put it. Oh, we can put it right next to her, so let's do that.
I know.
So there's our spiritual weapon. So that's going to be our bonus action, is going to be attacking with the spiritual weapon. And we will, of course the target is on this, so we have disadvantage, but we will give it a roll anyways. And we missed by a bunch. And it will continue to be unlit, so I'm not even sure going to range. Well, because we're stealthy right now, we can do this without disadvantage. There's 5 more points. But we should go ahead and expect to get our behinds kicked. There's a lot of hit points right here, as you guys can see, for them. Definitely out of our league. But I'm not sure where we would have got more experience points to even up this battle some. But we're just going to have to deal with it as it is. Paladins forward as much as we can. So those red squares meant that we come out of our stealth which is fine. That's where we're at. So let's try channeling Divinity. We'll try and use everything we can right now. So damage for 13 plus. Now she's on fire, so at least it's a decent start. I'm gonna need to cast a light spell and get us close. And let's before I do that, well, I can't check to see if we have torches for others. I'm out of most of the spells. Acid already, I'm not sure blindness will work, but let's try. Out of range. So let's get closer and try again. And they saved. At least it wasn't immune, so we can probably try one more time. If we take off the shield, we could probably carry a torch. Pretty sure I don't want to do that. So we'll move closer is all we can do. Cast a flaming spell. Did not save, so we're getting a couple bonus on the saves. Not very much damage, 2 points. Is what it is. Spiritual weapon can attack with disadvantage again. We will give it a go. A 2. So we missed by a lot. Unfortunately, the rope can't get there all the way.
Another miss.
Yes, another miss. And the paladin can get within range, and it'll be disadvantage, unlit even though she's on fire. 3 points. So we're getting there. We've done 26 points of damage. This is going to be a long, ugly battle. But we're in it. Oh, missed. Nice. Oh, a 1. Lots of 1s in this game if you've been following along in my playthroughs here. So we need to cast the light spell. And there she is, so she can jump around a bunch, teleport. Fortunately, we don't have people close enough to do what we would like to. Cast magic weapon on our staff. Hopefully that'll help if I have to actually attack, which I can't this turn. Here and attack.
Again.
Well, unfortunately, our spiritual weapon can only move 4 squares and strike, so we'll move over here and thought we could attack, but I guess not. Probably should have checked that a little more carefully. So this looks like a possible, let's switch to melee weapon, possible backstab situation. Sneak attack. Not a lot of damage, 5, but it's something. Paladin can make the run over and another 1.
Try again.
Surprise, surprise. We're just gonna have to deal with these as they happen.
Oh.
think the undead are close enough now that we can... Oh, drained. That was not good. We can try and turn... You can see my mage has got 1 point left. Let's see, what do we have? The vampire's a long ways away, unlit. Because I'm feeling unlucky, we'll attack somebody that's close to us. Not sure why that was disadvantage. Should be light enough for us. 6 cells. They both should be close enough. Let's see if we can turn them. They both did not save, so that's a help. They're going to be running around for a little bit, so that'll be helpful for us with them running around. It'll be buy us a few turns, but I'm not sure we have enough left to do anything about vampire and how far it can move. We've got her down under halfway, so that's a good start. Even if we dash, we can't get too far down there, so okay, so we'll just go over here. So you can't undo some of these actions, so you got to be careful about the ones you pick. So you can see the drain condition that got put on my paladin. It's like losing a level. So you can see our overall hit points went from 40 down to 25. So we lost 15 from being hit by that. So that was pretty brutal. And we don't get the hit points back until the long rest is completed. So fighting undead is going to be particularly tough in this game, as it normally is in regular 5e rules, but we'll just have to do the best we can in this circumstance and see how it goes.
I am unbeatable.
So our the vampire continues to take flame damage, and now my mage is rolling on death saves again. So we'll have to see if we have a heal left. We can spare the dying. I can't reach from where I'm at. Right there, we have to be next to them. One, now we'll cast the spell. We'll go to the spiritual weapon. Attacking with disadvantage. Oh, we got a hit though this time, so nice. So this one's down to 44 of 82. Oh, then again, disadvantage. This is such a tough thing to be fighting with disadvantage. Not all of my tunes are human, only 2 of them are, so the rest should not be. They should have dark vision, so I'm not sure why we're still at disadvantage, but apparently that's the way it's going with this. So let's heal 18, which is max, on our mage. Move, we need to stay in range of being able to strike things. I'm gonna have to...
Courage!
Nice, critical hit me. Paralyzed. So you can see we're paralyzed, we're drained. I've got one turned, and the vampire's still on fire, so trying to even up the odds here by casting the light spell again and staying relatively close to our fighters. Not really in a position to attack, unfortunately. So we'll move closer, and a spiritual hammer. I think this is probably close to the last turn.
Huh?
And a 1. Not surprised. We missed the turn. We cannot attack. We're already as close as we can be. Fire off some Sacred Flame. Maybe that'll do some damage as well. Nope, a 1 for them. So they fail. So for us it was good. So we have 7 points of radiant damage. So we're pretty good in that shape. We're doing a little bit at a time here, so maybe we can survive this thing. We definitely have to get the light closer because again we're attacking with disadvantage. But we got a 15 for the low roll. So again, disadvantage is rolling 2 dice and taking the low one. If you're attacking with advantage, it's 2 rolls and you take the best roll. So I'm hit again for 9. We're getting a little low. We still have the aid spell, which I will attempt to boost everybody's hit points. At least temporarily, maybe we can get through this battle. I need to get closer here so that we can be attacking with advantage. Let's see if we have any kind of a spell that'll help us at this point. Firebolt. Range attack, the enemy's too close. That's unfortunate. That one's too close. If I attack this one over here, then the turn comes off, so we don't want to do that. So let's find a different spell. Acid Splash should be fine. Let's drop it on the vampire. Did not save on the dex, but only 1 point of damage. So light sensitive, wounded by light, we'll try and stay close, try and throw some radiant damage, see what we can do. Same with this one, they're close enough now that we get extra damage, it looks like. So let's attack and see. Well, we miss. Doesn't help if they're light sensitive if we miss. See if our spiritual hammer can do any better. Yes, 9 down to 16. We're getting close. Unfortunately, our rogue can't get close enough, so let's do a dash so that we can possibly be close enough in future attacks, since this brood of blood is running down the stairs. So you can see the light, the radiant damage caused 11 points. They still managed to run a long ways away, and her too. So the vampire threw up some darkness, so that's unfortunate. Around to our mage. I don't know if getting close enough to this. Well, we can get close to one right here. We'll be at disadvantage of attacking. We definitely need to move if we're going to try and have our melee guys do any kind of attacking of these creatures. And we'll try and cast a spell. Disadvantage, but maybe we get lucky. There's nobody else close enough. So our bullet time view in. They made the deck save. Unfortunate. Attacking in the darkness puts us at disadvantage, but we hit, so we got one of them. Woo woo. And the vampire's down to 26, so we have a chance. In the beginning, I didn't think we did, but it's looking like we might get there. We'll send a spiritual hammer into this heavily obscured darkness. That's a miss. We'll jump into the darkness and try, see what happens. 13 is close, but not good enough. And you can see it's a neutral condition, but we're heavily obscured, so disadvantage on attack rolls. It's 9 minutes worth of blasting, so we'll see how that goes. Finally, I got my paladin back. We also need to do some healing. We only have 10 points left, so again, we'll lay on hands on ourselves. We only have 2 points left because we used 18 to bring up the mage to full points. Wow, that was crazy. With disadvantage, they really damaged us, but we saved. He's almost dead. Try. So we're disadvantaged twice, but there's no such thing as double disadvantage, so it's just going to be one. We'll give it a try and see if we can hit. Maybe we'll get rolls will be lucky. 12, that was good enough for a hit, so 4 points worth of flaming damage. Again, she's on fire, so she'll continue to burn. If we get a couple of hits, we might take her down. It's only 18 points left. Sure why we ran out of there, but we'll jump back in and take a swing. Oh, we got a hit again, down to 15. And now we'll try with our spiritual weapon here. Spiritual hammer. Missed, even though we got a 15. Good roll, but not good enough. I'm not even sure what this one is that we're carrying. Oh, antitoxin. We should have had healing potions here, but unfortunately we don't. So we'll just have to take our chances and see what we can do. A 3 is a big miss. So the tough part is going to be dealing with this guy when we don't have a lot left. A 3.
Come on, you can do better.
So he's still turned, which is a good thing for us, running off in the distance. We're gonna have a few turns before he gets back to us. So we'll do the best we can. On fire already, as you can see still. So it's one more round. Hopefully we get some good damage there. We'll try the acid splash, see how that works. Wow, that was nice. 20. No, they saved, so 27. That was them. I always confused the 2 hit rolls by the saving throws. So jump back in the darkness and try again. 5 is going to be a miss.
Better.
Our spiritual weapon. We'll try again. Missed with a 2. Rogue gets a hit. Oh, down to 8. Very nice. Did 3. We're getting close. Paladin. This is tough having to overcome these disadvantages. So we had a critical and we had a critical miss. That was unfortunate. 20 probably would have. The critical would have been enough to kill. At least there, she's having to deal with the same darkness we are, so you saw the disadvantage roll for her missed. Keep casting acid splash, a couple points help, so we'll keep trying. Deck saved again. Miss. Spiritual weapon. Missed. Rogue.
I was sure.
So, we're a halfling, so we got lucky and we got a reroll. So we re-rolled a 1 to a 2 and still miss. So we had a good chance there, and it 2 attacks and it just didn't work out for us. Such is the RNG in this game. As I mentioned, it's a pretty tough thing. And the 4 misses as a 10. We just need a 1 hit. Hopefully we can kill this vampire before the Brood of Dread gets back to us. And she keeps missing, so we're in good shape. We'll do the best we can. Darkness is off, and where is our target now? There is something we can. Oh, we killed her. The fire killed her. So now we just have to deal with the Brood of Dread. So what we need to try and do now is check some inventory here. And see if it'll let us too far away to transfer. So let's see if we can get closer, which we can do. Go to the inventory, transfer. Oh, come on. Oh, we probably can't do that because we moved. So we'll just close. We're in pretty good shape. I think we're out of healing at this point. We can cast an aid, which will temporarily raise everybody's hit points. We have 2 slots left. I want to save 1 for the spiritual weapon. So at this point, let's check the inventory and see if we do have 3 healing potions. So let's see. I drink the healing. Oh, wow. Counted picking it up and setting it back down is an action for the inventory. I was trying to split the group, but that was unfortunate. That's not a good thing either. So we're going to have to note that and put it in my review of the game for the developers. now that we know how that works, we're going to have to check here and see. We do have potion of healing, which we will give to the rogue. Won't let me do it, so we can't put one in for ourselves yet, but we will shortly. And we'll just ready melee attack. He's still turned, so we don't have to worry about him yet. So we'll give over the healing. Let's end the turn. End the turn. He's far away. We don't have to worry about it. Go into inventory. We need to. Let's drink the potion of healing. Wow. Monster 5 points. That wasn't too spectacular, but we'll just have to live with it and hope that we can stay standing long enough to fight the brood when it gets to us. So, let's see, we're out of lay on hands as well. I think we have one ourselves, which we will drink. That was better, 7, so we're getting somewhere here. He's still turned, as you can see up here. So it's giving us a chance to prepare, so pretty powerful, the turn undead power that we used earlier. So now that we're out of spells, spell slots really, let's see if we can find a scroll that we can use for later. Cast the aid spell. Well, not yet. Not till the brood of the dread gets closer to us, and we'll boost our hit points at that point and see how it works. Let's go in inventory. We have one more healing we can do, so we'll drink the potion. Another 6 points, so it's 13. It's better than nothing. And the turning is over, so now we need to prepare for the battle. So we want to have our people around the mage so we can all stay in the light. So we will ready cantrip. We will move the cleric over here, and we will ready cantrip. Ready melee action. Here and ready a melee action. So again, ready cantrip. This time we will go ahead and cast that aid spell. We can cast it on multiple targets if we want, but we can cast 3. So we want to put 2 here and 1 over here. And we got a small boost, but it's something. And we will wait for him to get closer. Did not save for our acid splash. 6 points off the bat, that's good. See him, so we'll just ready the action for when we can see him, just like last time. Ready the cantrip, ready the melee, and ready the melee. Unfortunately, they can attack all the way up there. So he's moving. We will take our opportunity attacks. We'll have everybody that can attack. 1, not a surprise, we missed. And a 5, we missed. So opportunity attacks, that's how it goes. They miss an awful lot. Trying to pick a good spot to have him lit. So you can see, there we go. Detrimental condition. We miss. Cleric over here and attack.
Perfect.
4 points. The rogue cannot get close enough. So let's move over here and switch to range and attack. And that's a miss.
Try again.
Now the paladin can attack diagonally. Oh, miss. So rolls aren't helping us here. The light spell does 11 points of damage to him, so that's good. He missed on both of his attacks. Another 1, surprise, surprise. So again, we will move in. Want to use the magic missile. Pop him all 3 times. So that's 11 points, down to 39. So we're doing good. Have our cleric jump in there. Oh, critical
That's
hit.
the way.
10 points, down to 29. We'll attack from range. That's a hit.
Too slow.
He's got 7 points, so we might get a chance there. And you can see the rogue, we gave him some abilities for ranged, which is helping us rather than melee. Because in a lot of battles, you're fighting creatures at different heights and that are running around. So this is helping us. So we'll come over with the pally. Hopefully we get a hit for at least 7 points of damage. We missed with a 4. So we have to put up. Oh, and there he goes from the damage. And 1,600 experience points. That's pretty awesome. So quickly, let's save so we don't lose anything, since this battle was pretty tough as it was, and we seem to have won. Let's pause. We'll go into the journal and look at the bestiary and see what we can learn about these creatures. So here's the first one, the Brood of Blood. It was challenge level 5, so that was hard for us. And we 2 of 4 things, so we can take a quick look in. And you learn armor class and the hit points when, again, you're at 2 points of knowledge. Again, the experience points was 1,800, but it's divided by all 4 of my characters. So we have this twice, 3,600, and that was divided by 4. So that gave us 900 apiece. And then the here's the other ones that we fought. There were 700. Dark Apprentice. Let's see if we can. What else we have here? Ghouls, now we're 4 of 4. We have full knowledge, so you can see their immunities, their senses, the languages they speak, their attack abilities, their damages, and all their ability scores. then the zombies. Which again, we're 3 of 4, so we don't know everything, but we know most things. So Aska wasn't on here that I can see, because this is alphabetical. I don't see anything in the A's. So she must have been this Brood of Blood, but it was an 8 challenge level, so we got more hit points and had 110 hit points to start with. So a boss fight, a special boss fight. So now to save, let's do some looting. We'll have to do a long rest before this goes away. Push this back in play. We grab everybody. Let's go back to cautious mode. That helps us find traps and stuff, which I don't know if there'll be any here. We got this far in the battle into the room. So let's take a look and see what we can find. There's a door we can go through, but I know there's some things to loot. There's a bed over here, a dresser. So let's loot this container. Ashka's journal. So it has her notes, and you can see the interested faction. There's 4 of them. So we'll be using that to help our faction standing when we get back to Caer Kiflin. A wand, that'll probably be good for our mage. We don't know what it can do, but should be good. And another unidentified potion, probably some kind of healing potion. That's generally how the red ones go. So let's go down and see if we can find the wand. We can. Let's transfer it over to the mage. Oh, see, it dropped it in the slot for us. Let's loot the bed. I'm not sure what you find when you loot bed. Maybe it's the footlocker. Sapphire, so some money there, and a primed rapier. So let's loot all that and then give the prime rapier to the rogue, because that's going to be better than the rapier we do have. A couple more things to look at, so let's come over here. Looks like there's not anything in the central tower, but let's check the bookcase, and then we'll check the suit of armor. The bookcase has a couple of crafting Doomblade recipes, and a bronze crown. So some stuff we need to learn. Let's check out the suit of armor. What's here? Magnificent shield and a splendid half-plate armor. So this is probably something we want to do. This will set our armor class to 16 plus dex bonus. We have a, if we give it to our paladin, it should raise our armor class to 18. So let's just, again, same problem as before. We have to loot it and then we can equip it. So let's go down here. Let's grab this and throw it over here. Armor class is 19 now. So even better than where we were. Shield. Let's put that as well. There's a door to go through. I don't see anything else up in this area that we can find. So at this point, we're almost 2 hours in. So we'll do a save. Let me see if I can take a short rest and get some healing in. We can. So we'll do short rest. Take the last heal. Full HP. We'll roll 1. Roll 2 of them. He was at full health before, so we'll close. So now we're healed. Let's save for the last time. Again, thank you all for joining me on this early access play of Solastra, Crown of the Magister, the authorized D&D 5 edition, 5th edition rule set video game. Raz, your host for Rasputin Gaming. I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Check out our videos on YouTube. Thank you.